Alright, we are now going to continue with my run of Wheel of Fortune for the Nintendo 64. Whoa. Ugh. I almost dropped my controller right off the beginning. Whoops. Anyways, my total is $978,200. This could be the game where I break the $1 million mark in winnings. In fact, I'm only 21,200 away or so from doing that.
Let's get started with our first puzzle.
Anyway, here we go. Category for our first round is
it's
Thing.
your turn.
400. T.
T.
1 T.
I'll
I'll spin
spin.
again. $750. Is there an S?
S.
An S. I'm 21,800 away from $1 million.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
Obviously, my math was a little bit off there, but anyway, I'll buy the E.
E.
Yeah, here come 3 E's. $400. Is there an M?
M.
Nope. 250.
D.
There's a D, though.
I'd like to buy a vowel. O.
No O. $900.
R.
No R. $400. Is there an N?
N.
No, no N either. 300.
L.
No L.
I'll spin.
400.
B.
No. No C.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
I'll buy an A.
A.
Now we do have some A's. There are 2 of them. I'll spin. $300. Is there a P?
P.
There's a P. I'll buy
I'd like
an
to buy a
I.
vowel. I.
And here comes an I. Okay, I'll spin. $800. A B?
B.
Nope.
I'd like to solve the puzzle.
Oh, adhesive tape. Oh, that was a bit of a tough one. Let's see how round 2
Here's
goes.
our next puzzle. Player
It's a
2,
title
it's
this
your
time.
turn.
400.
R.
No R. 250.
F.
Yeah, 2 S's. $400.
B.
Nope, no C.
I'll spin.
Spin. 250. I'll try a T.
T.
One T. I'll spin.
I'll spin.
200. No, 300. Let's try an N.
N.
Aha, one N. Buy a vowel.
I'd like to buy a
E?
vowel. E.
Yeah, there's an E. In fact, there are two of them. I'll spin. 700. Is there an L?
L.
Yeah, one L. I'll buy a vowel.
I'd like
Is
to
there
buy a
an
vowel. A.
$800. W.
W.
Two W's.
I'll spin.
400. H.
H.
I'll buy an I.
I'd like to buy a vowel. I.
$200. A Y.
Y.
Two Y's. I'd like to solve the puzzle.
I'd like to solve.
Whose life is it anyway? 2,900 now. Is what I go on board with.
Our third
And it's time
round
for our
is the
jackpot
jackpot
round.
round.
The category for
Player
this one's
three,
another
it's
title.
your
And
turn.
player 3 is going to begin. 700.
R.
No R. Well, how about a T?
T.
Yeah, there's a T. I'll buy an E.
I'd like to buy a vowel. E.
There are 3 E's. I'll spin. $500. H.
H.
Two H's.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
O.
O.
N-O.
I'll spin.
$600. N.
N.
Yeah, there's an N. That's gonna be 400. B.
B.
One B. 5,000. Then going again. And we made it out of trouble. 600. A K.
K.
There is a K. And I would like to solve the puzzle.
I'd like to solve.
Honey, I blew up the kid. 500 now. And on to our fourth round.
Here's our next
$5,000
puzzle.
space on the wheel.
Player one,
It's same
it's
name.
your turn.
And here
I'll
we go.
spin.
Oh, good start. R,
R.
but not a good choice of
I'll
letters.
spin.
500.
T.
No T. 300.
B.
No B.
I'll spin.
550. S.
S.
Yeah, that we have. Just the one S. And I'll spin. Oh, another chance at the 1500. Is there an N?
N.
And this time I'm able to cash in on it. There's one N. I'll buy a vowel.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
E?
E.
Nope. 350.
D.
No D. 900.
M.
No M. 550. L.
L.
And here come two L's. I'll buy a vowel.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
A.
A.
No.
I'll spin.
900.
H.
No. 200.
B.
Yeah, there's a C.
I'll spin.
200.
F.
And here come two F's. Three F's, excuse me. 800 and
I'd like to buy a vowel. I.
one I. 550 left.
I'd like to buy a vowel. O.
1 O. I think I threw this one away, and I
I'd like to
did.
fold the
Golf
puzzle.
and cufflinks. Now playing threes on the board. 500, but I still hold first place with the 500, and we're gonna go to another round.
Here's our next puzzle.
Category
Player
is
2,
phrase.
it's your turn.
500.
F.
Nope. Oh, there's the 10 grand.
L.
There's no
I'll
L.
spin.
900. Is there a T?
T.
Yeah, here we go. Two T's. $550. Let's try an N.
N.
I'll buy an A.
I'd like to buy a vowel. A.
And there's an A. $350. H.
H.
Yeah, one H. $700. W.
W.
There's a W.
I'd like to buy a vowel. E.
E. And I'll spin one more time. $1,500. R.
R.
Yeah, one R. Now there are only vowels left. Guess it's time to go ahead and solve the puzzle.
I'd like to solve.
In hot water. $12,900. Here's my total.
Woohoo!
And
You are
it's off to the
today's
bonus
big
round.
winner.
If I get the 25,000 in
Let's
this
play the
bonus round, I'll be
Here
I'll
is the
reach the
R,
$1 million
S,
mark
T,
for my
L,
run.
N, and E.
Thing is the category. Okay.
Now give me 3 consonants and 1 vowel.
All right. C. H. P. And let's try the O. Well, we're gonna get one letter.
Thanks for playing.
37,900.
We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
And I have done it, ladies and gentlemen. I've broken $1 million for this run. $1,016,100. And there is the total right there. Well, I think we know what that means. Yeah, that means there's going to be a $1 million spectacular for this game, and that is going to come at a later time. But in the meantime, I will see you all again very soon.